You are just in time for this week's episode of Spirit Rising. I am your host and commentator, Shirt Donovan. Folks, what a card we have for you tonight as we are just beyond a full year of Super Spirit Wrestling action, folks. And we do thank you for joining us throughout our first year of entertainment, and we look to bring you so much more in the months ahead. Folks, first up tonight, we have a matchup in the heavyweight division. It will be Reynaldo Mendez of Good Buddies taking on Dai Fukunaga of Dark Circle. Both of these groups at odds since the formation of the six-man tag division, but Mendez and Fukunaga find themselves in singles competition tonight, representing their two groups. We will see how it takes shape in the opening contest here tonight at Spirit Rising, folks. Thanks so much for joining us. Let's go to the ring. Suplex to start things off strong for Reynaldo Mendez. Dai Fukunaga overpowering Mendez, and you do see the companions of both wrestlers at ringside here. Great Heart and Jeffrey Hudson in the lower corner of your screen for Good Buddies. And you see now Fear and Decay in the corner for Dai Fukunaga. Look at this, Fukunaga just pounding Mendez's head into the mat. Looking for a pin there after that brutal offense. Mendez snapping back up, but now at the mercy of the leg lock. Look at this! To the outside goes Reynaldo Mendez. Dai Fukunaga comfortable in this outside scenario. Electing to roll back into the ring. Both competitors now returning to in-ring action. Reynaldo Mendez with a fierce forearm to the face. And look at this. Fukunaga just slamming the head of Mendez against the mat once more. And Mendez trying to regain his senses, trying to return to his own offense here. Collects a big headbutt from Dai Fukunaga, and now again, the leg in jeopardy. Body splash in the corner, and look at Dai Fukunaga trying to put him away here. And a kick out from Reynaldo Mendez. Mendez with some ground to gain here. Chops across the chest of Fukunaga. Might not be the route to take as Fukunaga reins in these big punches. Mendez going toe-to-toe here. Stunning Fukunaga for the moment, but Dai seems to be creating more and more separation between himself and Mendez. And look at this now, Dai Fukunaga just biting the face of Mendez, and Mendez is indeed bleeding. A troubling development here for Reynaldo Mendez as he sends Fukunaga to the ropes.
Bring it!
Dai Fukunaga pleased with his efforts here. Mendez having a hell of a time contending with Dai Fukunaga, looking for a pin here, and Fukunaga immediately firing up off the mat. Big headbutt there out of Fukunaga as well. Look at that, crushing the shoulder of Mendez, and this one's getting ugly, folks. Targeting the shoulder once more with the claw. Back body drop, and look at this, Dai Fukunaga just tearing open the wound of Reynaldo Mendez. The blood of Mendez now all over the place as Mendez is sent to the outside.
2, 3,
my God.
5.
Great Heart and Jeffrey Hudson, no doubt worried about their companion Reynaldo Mendez, who is trying to mount a comeback here. Dai Fukunaga putting on the brakes, making things extremely difficult. Look at the blood of Mendez all over his chest and face. A result of the devastation from Dai Fukunaga. We've seen this kind of dissection before at the hands of Fukunaga. Jeffrey Hudson on the outside, no doubt, having flashbacks to a match he once had at Spirit Rising, and this one's ugly. Please let it be over for the sake of Mendez. No, Mendez kicks out. Look at the blood. Our ringside attendees will no doubt have to switch out the mat following this matchup, as according to our health regulations, as Reynaldo Mendez tries to stay in this fight. A bloody affair to start the night off at Spirit Rising as Mendez looks to go big here, but a rake of the eyes and then an elbow drop from Fukunaga. My God, the blood. Irish whip from Mendez. Throat chop in response from Fukunaga. Could it be? No, another brainbuster perhaps on the way, but instead it is Fukunaga. Good buddies on the outside trying to offer encouragement, but this is getting uglier and uglier for Mendez the longer this match goes on. Sleeper hold now locked in on Dai Fukunaga, and it is locked in deep. Mendez trying to maintain focus. Tremendous kick from Mendez. How is he staying in this one at all? Looking for corner control. Drop kick connects. Inside cradle, right in the face of Dark Circle, but a rope break is called for by the official. My God, look at this! Dead end! Thank God! Someone is going to have to get Reynaldo Mendez some medical attention, as this has just been an absolutely devastating opener here tonight at Spirit Rising. A troubling development for the Good Buddies camp, as Greatheart and Jeffrey Hudson are now attending to Mendez in the ring. And Dai Fukunaga extremely pleased with himself. Fear with a nod of solemn approval here. Fear never wanted to show too much emotion here, but he is no doubt pleased by what he has seen. Dai Fukunaga picking up an ugly victory here tonight over Reynaldo Mendez. Folks, we are now going to be heading to a match in the women's tag division. It's going to be Majesty taking on TKF. TKF, of course, had a very short title reign, albeit, folks, a title reign. You do have to take that team seriously, as they did reach the mountaintop at one point. Majesty, of course, very recently losing a #1 contenders match to earn their shot at the titles. The Luminaries, who did become the #1 contenders, are now your women's tag champions. So Majesty, to say the least, may be feeling a little salty as they enter combat tonight here with TKF. Look at the agility of Leah Carson, not wanting Linda Kruger to have the corner advantage here. Kruger, no doubt, trying to cut the ring in half as per tag team strategy. And Leah Carson throwing Linda Kruger right into the waiting tag of Jacqueline Frazier, who is now the legal woman for TKF. Look at this. Oh, but it's Carson. What a counter there with the flip. The innovation and agility of Leah Carson. Frankensteiner off the Irish whip. And Jacqueline Frazier somehow firing up off the mat, absorbing a lot of punishment early on here. Top rope situation. Tomoko Yasuda ready and waiting, but unable to save Leah Carson. The stretch muffler hold being applied. And folks, our official tonight for this tag team contest is Larry Graham, making his debut, I guess, in Super Spirit Wrestling. Hello to Larry Graham. Thanks for being with us, and thanks for your service here. A tag team expert. Has his hands full with this one tonight. Tomoko Yasuda in control of the arm of Jacqueline Frazier. Standing switch, high angle drop kick. Beautiful sequence there from Tomoko Yasuda. Jacqueline Frazier looking for a tag, and she finds Linda Kruger. Stereo drop kick from TKF. And Tomoko Yasuda now contending with both members of TKF, not wanting to fall victim to more tag team offense. Big elbows out of both competitors. Tomoko Yasuda sends Linda Kruger down, and now the stretch muffler hold again in play. Look at Tomoko Yasuda rolling Linda Kruger all the way around there for that armbar. Looking for a high-risk situation. Instead, finds herself dumped across the apron and to the outside. Jacqueline Frazier looking to get involved as well.
5, 6, 7.
Tremendous kick there from Tomoko Yasuda. She is sent into the ropes by Linda Kruger. Look at this. Bad situation here for Tomoko Yasuda in TKF's corner. Needing to be mindful of her ring presence in this situation as Linda Kruger sends her for a ride once more. One count there for Linda Kruger. Leah Carson trying to get involved. Tag is made. Carson will have her chance here. Linda Kruger delivering a big shot there that sends Leah Carson down to the mat. And an exploder, but look at Carson. My God. Leah Carson showing a lot of tenacity here. Look at Carson. No, instead it is a counter back body drop from Linda Kruger. She'll try for a pin, earning a 1 count from Larry Graham. Sent to the ropes, and a soul butt kick lands in a big way for Leah Carson. My God. What a kick to the back of the head, and now the single leg Boston Crab. Linda Kruger receiving a lot of offense here. Jacqueline Frazier looking to get involved.
5 minutes gone.
Pele kick from Leah Carson. Flying cross arm breaker, great positioning here. Larry Graham checking for a submission. Jacqueline Frazier getting involved once more. To the ropes is Frazier. Explosive kick off the ropes delivered to Leah Carson. Swinging neck breaker now. Carson to the ropes. High angle drop kick from the ever agile Leah Carson, but Linda Kruger finds an opening for a tag. TKF with a little bit of insurance there from both teammates. In control of the heel, I believe, is Jacqueline Frazier. Tomoko Yasuda going the distance to get involved. Jacqueline Frazier caught between a rock and a hard place, but finds a way out with the Bulldog. And now look at this. Double arm camel clutch here. Tomoko Yasuda again creating separation for Leah Carson. Soul butt kick to the face of Frazier. And Carson makes a tag. Corner control now for Majesty. Carson in a high-risk position here. Look at this. Instead, it's Frazier.
1, 2.
off target with the offense, perhaps not knowing which competitor to execute that drop kick on, as Yasuda was ready and waiting, but Frazier again to the top rope. Nobody home. Frazier not having much luck in the high-risk situations. Big strikes from both women here. Irish whip from Frazier. Wakagatame now drops Tomoko Yasuda down to the mat. Neck breaker from Carson. The tension building as another running bulldog connects for Jacqueline Frazier. Cyclone kick! 1, 2, she got her! The Cyclone kick, proving too much for Jacqueline Frazier here tonight at Spirit Rising, as Majesty picks up another win over former championship team TKF. A big win there for Majesty. Tomoko Yasuda following all the way through with that Cyclone kick, and Jacqueline Frazier just knocked clean out, unable to get the shoulder up before the 1-2-3. Folks, we're now going to take you to a match in the junior division. It's going to be newcomer Taro Toyama taking on Elijah Howell. Taro Toyama made his debut last week at Ultimate Voyage 2020, where he unfortunately took a loss in the opening contest against Jamie Watts. Jamie Watts, a rising star in the junior division in his own right, but tonight Taro Toyama will try his luck against Elijah Howell. Explosive offense early here from Taro Toyama. Both of these athletes, low center of gravity, very powerful in their approach. Taro Toyama proficient in many aspects of wrestling. A well-rounded athlete with a slight focus in striking. Elijah Howell will look to take Taro Toyama to the mat. A submission-based, suplex-based approach from Elijah Howell will look to exert dominance in this junior division contest. A big kick there lands from Taro Toyama, sending Elijah Howell down. Reversal there from Elijah Howell. Kim Carrillo not able to get down for the 1 count. Fast-paced action here, as we are used to seeing from our junior division competitors. Irish whip from Taro Toyama, and a drop kick connects. Side headlock control here for Howell, trying to wear down Taro Toyama, and Taro finds a running bulldog there, crashing Elijah Howell into the mat. Howell with the snap suplex. Not wanting to lose the early advantage here. Big knees there. Northern Light suplex, though, from Taro. And it is a 1 count. Elijah Howell gaining ground here with these forearms. Taro Toyama trying to stand his own ground with these kicks to the midsection. Howell is going to have to do more to avoid these kicks. If he looks to outdo Taro Toyama, Toyama having a suplex attempt scouted there, looking for a pin on an unsuspecting Howell, and he earns a 2 count. And another reversal here. This time earning a 1 count for Howell. Standing switch, and there comes those suplexes. Taro Toyama, reversal, sends Elijah Howell across the apron and to the outside. And the tenacity of Howell right back in the match, and again reversing That sort of power bomb situation. Northern Lights again. This time Elijah Howell's feet clearly in the ropes. And Kim Carrillo calls for the break. Counter again from Howell. A lot of counter wrestling we are seeing in this matchup. And here's another Northern Lights here from Taro Toyama. Roll over stunner from Elijah Howell. Looking to put him away.
1, 2.
Elijah Howell finding an opening for a big maneuver there. But Taro Toyama has inflicted more devastation than Howell up to this point. Jumping arm breaker from Taro Toyama. Inside cradle.
1, 2.
Counter backdrop from Toyama. Sends Howell for a ride, and Howell avoiding the offense. Beautiful German bridges here.
2.
And Taro Toyama barely getting the shoulder up from that German suplex. Howell in control of the arm for the moment. Big elbows now out of Taro Toyama. The kick is caught. That is the kind of adjustment it's going to take from Elijah Howell. Look at this, Dragon Sleeper.
Give up.
Howell again with a beautiful bridge German, but this time the ring positioning not to his advantage. Taunting Taro Toyama now.
5 minutes gone.
The newcomer perhaps finding out that Super Spirit Wrestling was a more difficult road to travel than he initially anticipated. Look at this! I thought we could have been looking at a blue thunder bomb. Instead, Taro Toyama trying these suplexes, trying to wear down Elijah Howell. Look at this, rollover stunner again. Could this be it?
2.
No! Kick out of the corner from Toyama. Suplex from Howell, and again, the unfortunate positioning. Rollover stunner again from Elijah Howell. And now once more, Taro Toyama testing these kicks against the forearms of Howell. Look at Toyama. Dragon Sleeper.
Give up.
What a kicking combination from Toyama. Elijah Howell with a glazed look in his eye.
Give up. Give up.
And Toyama creating a moment
3,
to regain some energy. What a war this has been. Both men still struggling to find that crucial opening, and that could have been it right there on the Fisherman Buster from Elijah Howell. Looking for another German perhaps. This time Taro Toyama reversing the situation. Look at this big kick from Taro Toyama. Tries the Northern Lights again. Dragon Sleeper near the center of the ring, and it's over. The Dragon Sleeper picks the win up for Taro Toyama, the first win of his Super Spirit Wrestling career in a hard-fought battle against Elijah Howell. Congratulations to Taro Toyama officially picking one up in the win column in Super Spirit Wrestling's junior division. My God, what a match there. The Dragon Sleeper ultimately doing it for Tado Toyama over Elijah Howell. Folks, now we are going to take you to a matchup in the women's division. It's going to be Randy Crawford taking on Shelly Jacobs. Folks, Randy Crawford, an in-ring legend for sure, very well known in this industry, has struggled immensely since her arrival in Super Spirit Wrestling, and we have approached over a year of Super Spirit Wrestling. Randy Crawford to date has only won, I believe, 3 matches. Folks, 3 matches in a year is a very, very tough record to have to swallow, but it is the reality for Randy Crawford. Shelly Jacobs could be no different. Shelly Jacobs could be just as tall of a mountain as she has been for the rest of the women's division here in Super Spirit Wrestling. Randy Crawford needing a win here to go into the second season of Super Spirit Wrestling with a healthier outlook, perhaps, as many are assuming that she is nearing the twilight of her career. Over 30 years in the wrestling business already, and the success rate is really starting to slip for Randy Crawford. Jacobs looking for an early pin here. Lenny Spencer not even getting down for the 1 count. Randy Crawford showing some fire here. Crawford is aware of this. Crawford is not naive. As I said, a veteran of the sport. She knows that her success is less than stellar here in Super Spirit Wrestling. She's held many championships throughout her career. She knows what it takes to win, but it could just be that she finds herself outpaced by the rest of the talent here in Super Spirit Wrestling. We have, of course, one of the most competitive rosters in all of professional wrestling. Crawford with another tall order in front of her here tonight. Shelly Jacobs with a brutal backdrop, almost folding up Randy Crawford like a suitcase. To the ropes goes Randy Crawford. Shelly Jacobs perhaps looking for the overhead suplex, but instead Randy Crawford counter offense of her own. Look at Crawford. Wow, what a counter there from Jacobs, but a rope break. Fortunate there for Randy Crawford. Her legs went right into the ropes as a result of Shelly Jacobs' momentum. But still, what a counter there for Jacobs. Great presence of mind. As she comes down hard with some stomps to the body. What a brain buster from Jacobs, my God. Jumping pile driver. Randy Crawford, the tried and true jumping pile driver, not enough to get it done here. As Randy Crawford now finds herself on the end of some devastating offense. Shelly Jacobs proving ever resilient, but a big kick connects for Crawford. To the face of Jacobs off that Irish whip. Randy Crawford going toe-to-toe. Big headbutt waking Jacobs up. And now Jacobs taking out the vertical base of Crawford. Another big headbutt from Crawford. This time sends Jacobs to the mat, and a desperation kick halts the momentum of legend Randy Crawford. Bow and arrow hold now here for Crawford, inflicting more devastation to the back, the lower back of Shelly Jacobs. There's that overhead suplex. Things starting to roll now for Jacobs. And you got to think the longer this match goes, the more it favors Jacobs. Randy Crawford getting in lots of offense here, but it is nothing compared to the high-impact maneuvers that we've seen out of Jacobs. But look at this now, the surfboard stretch being applied. Randy Crawford now with the fisherman suplex on the bridge here. Earns a 2 count. Shelly Jacobs may be needing to wake up a little bit as Randy Crawford is mounting an impressive series here. Look at this. 2 count for Jacobs. Randy Crawford right back on the attack. This is the kind of focus that could take Randy Crawford into a successful 2021. If she's able to hang on here, disaster plex and a rope break. A lucky rope break, but look at disaster plex again. My God. Randy Crawford's legs doing her a favor on that first disaster plex, but Shelly Jacobs doing her no favors on that second disaster plex. My God, Shelly Jacobs almost putting Randy Crawford through the mat here tonight at Spirit Rising. And if this match is any indication, it could be another rough year ahead for Randy Crawford, folks. Still a lot of fans rallying behind Crawford. Still a lot of love for Crawford as, a result of the rest of her accolades. A very impressive career on her way to Super Spirit Wrestling. But what is it going to take? Randy Crawford is going to have to find some kind of adaptation to bring her into the new year a more confident, a more prepared wrestler so that she can get back to her former glory. Folks, now we have arrived at the main event of the evening. It's going to be the Earth Splitter, Von Roth taking on Myron Wagner. And folks, if you know those two men, you know we are about to see two mountains trying to erode one another. This could be an absolutely ugly affair here, but I don't think it could be any uglier than what we saw to start the night off here tonight at Spirit Rising. Of course, Dai Fukunaga taking apart Reynaldo Mendez. And I am expecting a similar level of violence in this contest. Von Roth dialing in a big forearm to start things off. Myron Wagner putting the brakes on the suplex and instead executing one of his own. Big knee lift to the body of Von Roth. And now let's see who's really got it. Von Roth just shoving Myron Wagner off as if he was just any competitor. These are two of the largest men in all of Super Spirit Wrestling, capable of extreme devastation and impressive feats of strength. You see there a backdrop counter from Von Roth. Von Roth again shoving Myron Wagner away, and now trying the Boston Crab. Wagner rolls through into the arms of a waiting Von Roth. And now Wagner, the mat-based approach, trying to shift gears. Sleeper hold for Myron Wagner again, just trying this slow, methodical pace that Wagner is used to dictating. Slowly breaking down his opponents on the way to Wagner time, and the clock could be slowly ticking for Von Roth. Look at that, alley-oop face buster from Von Roth. Again, just handling Myron Wagner as if he was a junior division competitor, tossing him around readily here. And now look at this. These two men with big, colossal punches across the face, absorbing so much offense, but Wagner ultimately coming out on top. Look at Wagner putting on the brakes. This is the kind of match we're used to seeing from Wagner. Steady as she goes. Get in the big shots where you can. Eventually, there will be no resistance to Wagner time. Von Roth, of course, will look to find a similar opening for the backquaker. Either maneuver could spell the end of our main event here at Spirit Rising. Official Norio Nakatomi checking Von Roth, who was able to break away from the submission situation. And a submission attempt of his own here, wisely keeping his body between Myron Wagner and the ropes. Pinning attempt here for Von Roth earns just a 1 count. As both men look to reposition, Von Roth trying another suplex, but Myron Wagner proving difficult to handle. In the suplex situation, at least, we've seen Myron Wagner enjoying a lot of leverage advantage throughout this contest, but these suplexes not quite working out the way that Roth intends, as now the shots rain down on Myron Wagner. Look at this! Von Roth continuing the assault on the mat, and Myron Wagner is bleeding from the forehead. Folks, twice tonight we have seen just absolute devastation, open wounds now as Von Roth continues the punishment. Myron Wagner and Reynaldo Mendez could find themselves in the same hospital tonight if Dai Fukunaga and Von Roth have anything to say about it. Look at this out of the corner! The backquaker! Was it too much time? He got him! The backquaker, as powerful as ever, earns the main event victory here tonight for the Earth Splitter Von Roth over Myron Wagner, folks. No alarm tonight, no Wagner time. Set the clocks back. Myron Wagner is going to have to try again next time. Tonight, Von Roth victorious in a hard-hitting main event. Von Roth just really handling Wagner throughout that whole match. Wagner proving difficult in those suplex scenarios, able to put the brakes on a lot in those situations, but ultimately Von Roth sort of getting to do what he wanted on his way to that mighty backquaker out of the corner. Myron Wagner could have had anything on the mind in the corner, perhaps a high-risk situation to regain some ground, but instead he found himself lifted into the air by the strength of Von Roth and planted into the mat. 1, 2, 3 at the hands of the Earth Splitter. Folks, that's going to do it for us here tonight at Spirit Rising. Thank you so much for being here with us. We hope you will join us same time, same place tomorrow for Super Spirit Live. Folks, we are heading into the final weeks stretching toward our biggest event of the year, Spirit Odyssey. And what a year of Super Spirit Wrestling it has been. So many great moments, all building to our biggest event ever. And we hope that you will join us for that as well. More details to come in the weeks ahead. For now, for everyone here at Super Spirit Wrestling, I'm Shirt Donovan saying good night.